Hey, so yesterday during the stream, I ended up talking about the Alien series, and I thought it was kind of interesting. So what I've done a slight little edit, and yeah, this is going to be it. Just me chatting about Aliens, the Alien series. So if you want to see me do a more in-depth video on the Alien movies, then let me know, because it's something I really like, and I just thought it'd be something a little bit different. See what you think. I'm playing Tomb Raider. Well, shout out to the Tomb Raider while talking about it, and I think you might enjoy it. So here we go. So yeah, I've been rewatching all the Alien movies recently, and I started off by watching Aliens, and then going from Aliens to Alien, the first one, then 3, 4, Resurrection, and then going to Prometheus, and then I've just got Covenant to watch tonight. You haven't seen Prometheus yet? Wait, haven't you seen Covenant though? Oh God, God, you've missed out then. So one of the best things about Covenant is not Covenant. Prometheus is David, and you kind of miss a lot about him if you just go into Covenant. Especially with his whole character and stuff. But hey, if you could, the good thing about movies is you can always go back and be like, oh right, that makes sense. So. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I was watching it last night. When I first watched Prometheus, so bear this in mind. When I first watched it, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. It was one of the movies I was really excited for. I was like, this is going to be boss. Like, I can't. Oh, Ridley Scott's coming back to make an Alien movie again. Oh my God. I was hyped, really hyped. And then the movie comes out, and I was like, that was a fucking load of shit. And then. But that was because of my own expectations of it, because I was like, oh, they're going to show the xenomorph and stuff like that. Like, it's all going to be about, you're going to see the alien again. You know? And the movie isn't about the alien, like the xenomorphs. And it's actually good for it. Like, it kind of shows like a little bit of like what's going on with it. And the reason why they did that is because they didn't want the movie to be based around. Ridley Scott wanted to move away from the Beast and evolve the Beast and stuff like that. And, don't be so focused on the xenomorph. Even though they kind of show it's a bit of a spoiler. They show a version of a xenomorph at the end of Prometheus. It's not really a xenomorph. They call it a deacon. But it's very similar. But that's not much of a spoiler. It's like a post-credits type thing. Very close to being a post-credits thing. So don't think it doesn't affect the movie in any way, really. Especially because you've seen Covenant anyway. Is that like the original? It's theorized it's the original, but I don't think it is. Personally, I don't think it is. And that's what's really great. That's one of the strengths about Prometheus, because it's not trying to be focused on the xenomorphs. It's trying to be more focused on the engineers and the questions of like why are we here, the species, and how we got here and stuff. I think it's really interesting, and it actually benefits from that. But then with Alien Covenant, they go, oh yeah, the people wanted the xenomorph, so we've got to give it them, and they've come up with a whole backstory about David creating the xenomorphs, which I absolutely just don't like. Could have been interesting, but I just don't like the timeline of it. I know it's my own personal preference, but I like the idea that these xenomorphs have been a creature in the galaxy. It's these monsters in like the universe for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. But it turns out that David makes them 20 years before the first movie. It's kind of like not really digging that. But the elements of how he creates them is very interesting, and why David makes them is interesting. That's what I like. because you can kind of see like how, honestly, the best parts about Prometheus are David, and you can see how he like is getting to that point of like wanting to create things, and there's a really cool line. There's so many good lines with him. I don't want to spoil it. It's really good. But yeah, I just don't really like the idea that the Xenomorphs only been around for 20 odd years in the universe. It's kind of just doesn't sit right. It doesn't feel right. So I kind of hope they go back on it slightly. Like the Xenomorphs, David's just making a Xenomorph. This would be so sick, actually, right? David is making a Xenomorph. He figures out how to make a Xenomorph, but they've always been around. If that makes sense, like he just makes them with his own experiments. If you kind of get what I'm saying, and yeah, you lose the mystery, and that's another thing as well. Is I think it's good to explore it, add on things to the Xenomorph. So that's what I liked about 3, how when a Xenomorph comes out of the dog or the ox, and which version of you watch, it's on 4 legs and it's more animalistic, which I think is really interesting. So it adds to the third one adds to the Xenomorph, and so does Resurrection as well. Okay, it's all about like how the genetics and all that, but when you actually try and put an origin to it, it kind of loses the mystery and the fun of it, really. But if you're adding things onto it, it's fine. If that makes sense. I still love the movies. They're so flawed, but it makes sense because it's not been a constant visual, not a visual, but kind of like a constant idea throughout the movies. It's all different people's ideas of what a Xenomorph and an Alien movie should be. Like, I actually kind of preferred the origins of the Xenomorph in the Alien vs Predator movies, because it kind of shows that they've been around for ages, even though it's not canon. They've been around for ages. Even though I'm not kind of getting for the fact that the Predators are just like hunting them as a game for like thousands of years.
Shit. Enough with them and profit.
But if this is the story Ridley Scott wants to make, then that's fine.
We're sitting ducks.
We should definitely watch Prometheus. It's got some really bad characters in it.
But
I
don't know what to do.
They're not important. They just do stupid
I have some
things.
experience with these kinds of people. Maybe I can help.
I don't know what good it'll do. Did I catch your name?
Lara.
I'm Victor.
Yeah, we do.
If you want to talk to Omar, the executive lead tormentor in charge.
There's actually some good characters who don't get any screen time, but the bad characters get more screen time than them.
Be careful.
So it's just kind of like
challenged.
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what Ridley Scott does with Alien Awakening. I think that'd be quite interesting.
Jonah, I found ink and
Jonah.
runes, but I think the foundation of the temple is older.
Yeah, Abby remembered where she saw that symbol. It's inside the temple somewhere.
Great.
Yeah, they're developing a new one called Awakening.
I'll be right there, Lara.
And Ridley Scott's definitely really trying to. I think he really wants to concentrate on the engineers again, which is. He's not sticking to his guns. Every time he does something, he's never sticking to his guns. It's funny.
Hello.
Let me guess.
Like he stuck to his guns. He had an idea of what Prometheus should have been. Then he went back on it because people didn't like it.
I'm sorry.
The Alien Covenant, so he made Alien Covenant, and people didn't really like Alien Covenant that well. So then,
looking for anything in particular or just browsing?
Made stuff what I just said about David.
What do I have?
But I'd rather him buckle down
archaeological sites in South
on what he's doing with
Well,
David
it could be.
than trying to please the
If
fans.
it weren't for
It
pillagers.
just felt like he wasn't trying to.
Exactly. Omar and his thugs are
Hi
after
again.
money, not history. I have items of cultural significance.
I'd rather him
for
just
sale.
hook it
They may
down
be
and
damaged,
just
but
concentrate on
worth
what he's
restoring.
trying to do,
Let me show you
story
what I
wise.
have.
So yeah, that was the basically the whole conversation. I cut some little bits out with like dead air and stuff like that, but that's kind of the whole conversation. It kind of stopped after that because I think we got raided shortly after. I can't remember now. But yeah, so the conversation kind of ended. But so, if you would like to see more or me talk more in depth about that, just let me know, because I'll be happy to do that. I'll write up a script or something and then put something together. I think it'd be quite a nice little project if you're game for that anyway. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was a nice little snippet of a conversation we had in the stream last night. And yeah, I thought I wanted to share it with you guys, so you could, just in case you missed it. I think it's an interesting conversation about a movie. Movies I'm passionate about, especially with Prometheus and Covenant. I think there's a lot of conversations there. The conversations I feel like for the other movies have been said loads, and maybe Prometheus and Covenant have as well, but it's been done to death. What I'm trying to say is bad grammar. Do I speak good? So but yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed rewatching it, so hopefully you enjoyed watching it as well. So, but yeah, thank you for watching if you did, and if you want, you can follow me on Twitter at TinyJish, or if you want to catch some live streams and we can talk about movies and stuff like that, follow me at twitch.tv/TinyJish. I nearly forgot the name of my Twitch channel. Excuse me. So yeah, if you want to do that, that'd be great. I used to do like movie nights where we'll review movies on stream, but I haven't done that for a very long time because it takes a lot of need a lot of people talking in chat, and then if chat's quiet, it's not a great stream. So in the future, when we have a few more people coming into chat and stuff, very soon, I'm guessing, very soon, we'll start doing that again. I think it's quite a fun little movie discussion thing we can do. But yeah, sorry, I'm waffling on now. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of your week. So bye.